Hi kids, Jared here again from Donegal Cartoons. We're going to draw a bull today, and the bull is actually running. It's one of the hardest things to do in cartoons, is actually to draw a character coming straight at you, running. So I started with a big large circle, something easy, an object you can get at home. And now at the bottom of the circle, after you draw it, I want you to add in this here. And it's like a sausage shape. Okay, now think of the bull. So he has two large nostrils. Another nostril there, keep it the same size if you can. Use an object again to get the nostrils. I do a line going around it like a small letter N. I'm doing a curve there for the snout of his nose. He's an angry character, so I'm going to do the letter V. And look carefully where I draw. Remember, I'm at the bottom of the circle, not the top, the red circle. So I'm going up around his eyes like that, around his forehead, and I'm going out the way here. Very important, I'm going out the way to show that the nose area is long. Now I'm going to do the top of his head and a few wee spikes of hair. So I'm going to add in one horn there, add in the other one there, try and keep them the same size if you can. Now his ears go down the way, and the ears go down there. So I'm going to change my marker for a thinner point here now, so I'm going to go a wee stroke of a line there and a few wee tiny dots in there around the whisker area. And the more detail I put into your cartoon, the better. So I need an angry mouth now to match the angry eyes. So here we are here. There's the chin away to one side. Look at the teeth grinding. Teeth's nice and grinding. See them grinding in there like that. Bit of shading out the right hand side. A few wee spikes of hair coming off his chin. The more detail, remember, the better. I'm going to do half a pupil, so semicircle, because the eyebrows stick away the top of the eye. Gives that angry look with a wee bit of white inside the eyes. Now I'm sharpening the horns here, just like that. And the whole cartoon will start coming together in a second. So I'm going to add in the iris of the eye, and it's nice to put the eyes green in the bull. Nice and angry looking. So now I'm going to the top. This is the top of his back. So I'm going to do a curve like this, like a semicircle, and I'm going inside the circle. Now watch the red line all the time as I draw. I curve out to there, to the sides of his back. But I'm going to do something different now because he's running at us. And first I'll do the wee tail. Just take a wee look at this first. And sometimes when you draw a bull's tail and a lion's tail, exactly the same way of drawing it. See it? I'm going to shade it in black. When I'm shading, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. Because the bull is coming running at us, directly at us, you always see him creating dust, loads of dust rising from the ground. We're not actually going to see his legs, we're going to see his hoofs popping out through the dust. So he's coming running really at us. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to go down the red line each side, and I'm going inside the circle and do nice wee curves, look, like puffs of smoke. This is one side of the dust, see it? He's surrounded in dust. Such a big heavy character. When he runs, he creates so much dust. So I'm going to go down here, look. That's where, imagine where the leg goes. So I do a wee curve going the other way for the dust, and then I do a hoof. See the hoof coming out? Shading it in nice and black, and I might change them hoofs in a second if I don't think they're the right size, but that's just to guide me. So over here now I'm going to figure out where the other leg will be coming and what way the hoof will be looking. So here we are, look at this, going the other way. So you can imagine his knees are bent up, he's in full flight, he's really running at a high speed. So make sure the two hoofs are the same size. Using a darker marker here, now I'm going to shade them in. Of course you can do them dark brown, any colour you want, but of course I'm only working in black and white. So the two hoofs now, they come directly at us, so the two rear hoofs will be a different angle. So we're going to look like an iron, you know, you iron the clothes with. So now I'm going to shade in the hoof coming out. There's the other foot at the back. See at the rear they're going a different angle, as I say, coming at high speed, a few wee strokes where the dust is. So we don't actually see the legs, what we do see is the hoofs only. And it'll all come together in a second. So I'm shading in now. And of course you do underneath the hoof a different colour if you want. Just to separate it to show the side and underneath. To tell the difference. It's nice to do them different colours. But a really dark colour, like a dark brown from underneath the foot. So now, what I'm going to do now is a wee stroke of the line underneath there. And the next thing is now I'm going to complete the dust. So just look at the dust. Nice small curves around the gad, look. Remember, as he's travelling now at high speed, the dust will be going fading away in the background. So when I do this part of the dust here, I'm going to go to the top each side of the body, and I'm going to make it look then if it's disappearing into the distance. So now we go up here, look, it's disappearing now, so we're going to get thinner and thinner and thinner, moving out. And I do the same this side, see, getting thinner into a point. So it's fading away. You can do it even thinner than that if you want. Okay? So that's the bull coming and running directly at us now. Hard cartoon to draw any character coming and running directly at you. It's easy to draw characters from a side when they're running sideways with a side view. But when the character's coming running at you, it's not easy. So a few sweat marks around him now. All the detail, the more you put in, the better your cartoon looks. Sweat marks now because he's running. So always remember, movement lines to show he's moving, sweat marks if he's doing an activity. Just correcting the hoofs here. Like that. Shading them in a wee bit more here. I mean, just a perfectionist, I suppose. And now just looking around my cartoon, thinking how I can improve it. Because he's going at such a high speed, you're going to draw the bottom underneath him, the ground I mean. You're going to put it way below him. His feet's not going to be touching the ground. So I'm doing a few wee lines, I guess. And then I'm going to add a few tiny blades of grass, nice and sharp now. Shows now that he is off the ground. Bouncing along, just coming really fast towards your direction. So you better run, huh? So I'm practically finished my artwork. And remember, I drew it from a circle. And this is really important to remember, how important the circle is in cartoons. A few more around movement lines now. Especially around here to show that he's in mid-air. And all I can say is, keep drawing, keep practicing, slow down the videos. And please post your work. Get your mommies, your daddies, uncles, aunties, anybody at all. And post your work. Because I'd love to see how you get on. And this is a really hard cartoon, so take your time, okay? And remember, the technique in cartoons, a few steps is pencil work first, then outline it in a marker, really fine tip marker, then when it's dry, go around it with a rubber, and you have the real cartoon look then. And it's up to yourself to colour them in and add a bit of splash of colour and detail to them. So thanks again for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this wee cartoon. Bye.